everybody, welcome back. I've been in a reading slump, if you could tell. I haven't read a book in forever, and today it was sunny. I was gonna tan, but the sun went away literally 2 minutes after I came and sat out here. But it doesn't matter, we're still gonna read this weekend. It is currently Friday afternoon. I should be studying, but I do have a couple of hours every day that we can read. My book options are very much on very different sides of the spectrum. We have Stephen King, The Outsider, and Abby Jimenez, Say You'll Remember Me. I'm gonna start with this one just to kind of give myself an easy start into reading, because I have a feeling this one's gonna be, well, one, more scary obviously, but also two, more challenging to read. So I'm gonna start out with this one because I've been eyeing starting to reading this one ever since I got it, because even though I was in a reading slump, that didn't stop me from buying new books. So my TBR, especially my physical TBR, has grown, and as I mentioned, I haven't read a book in forever. I am still listening to the audiobook of Kingdom of Ash, and to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna like it very much. Overall, I'm only like 40% into it, but it's so much like war and strategies, and I signed up for a not like cute fairy romance, but like kind of, and it's just too much strategy for me. But anyways, excuse me. But anyways, this weekend we're gonna be starting out with Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, and then probably this one. Maybe I'm gonna throw some different books in there too, depending on how much I actually want to read, because all of my knitting projects are currently on hold because I need yarn for all of them. I don't have any yarn that I can start the next project with, because knitting is also contributing to my reading slump, because I would rather knit than read, because while knitting I can also watch a show, listen to an audiobook, except Throne of Glass. I can just do a lot more things, and while reading I can obviously only read. But I feel like that's what I need this weekend, to kind of actually not reset, but like calm myself down fully, get down to the base level again, so that I will have enough energy to finish this semester. Anyways, let's get to reading. I am on page 3 and I've already been going through it. Oh my god, this is not a spoiler, but we're gonna talk about it. The male main character apparently is a vet. I thought it was the female main character, but whatever, he's a vet. And a woman comes into his vet office, whatever, and asks for her mother's dog to be put down, because her mother wouldn't have wanted the dog to live without her, even though the dog is only 4. And then he says he took whatever, like $400, and did what he had to do, and I thought he actually put the dog down, but he didn't. They're just gonna give her some random ashes of something or some other dog, I don't really know. Excuse me. Do not play with my feelings like that on page 3. It actually started raining, so I had to come inside, but I am on page 100 of this book. I think I'm gonna like this so much. I really like both of the characters. I keep switching back and forth between different people, or like pictures I keep imagining for them. I don't really have a fixed person I imagine for Samantha yet, and I'm a little confused because this dog is white, but the dog they are talking about is brown, so I don't really know what's going on, but I imagine this, but a little bit darker. But it's so fun, and there have been so many not like plot twists, because it is still a romance book, but kind of plot twists, and I am so here for it. I think this will be a really good book, and I'm so excited to keep reading. Update: it got dark really quick. I am watching Harry Potter, the second to last one. I already know what happens. I don't need to pay attention. I just want something on in the background. This book makes me so happy. From now on, no content talk, because I don't want to spoil this, but it's so cute. I love it so much. And the little cameos from, we haven't really seen people yet, but from places, or like little things that I instantly remember from the books before this one. I love this series so much. I actually thought that I wasn't really in the mood for romance, because I tried to start this book, and as you can see, I got 1 chapter into it and I hate it. I hate it so much. I guess this isn't a spoiler, but the first chapter is about the female main character taking selfies on the side of the road with a grizzly bear, and the male main character pulls up and is like, do you want to die? And she like kind of blows him off, but then the grizzly bear basically not really attacks him, but like gets really close, and then they like fall to the ground, and it's very dramatic. And then I don't really like it at all. I don't know, it's just not really my vibe right now, and I don't know if it will ever be my vibe, because Wild Eyes, I think, is the first one. That was okay. For some reason I thought I needed to buy this one, and then I borrowed the third part from a friend of mine. So I kind of need to finish this one so I can get to the third one so I can return it to her. But I don't know if I want to read this one, and also can I skip this one and just read the third one? Do I have to read them in order? I don't really know. And I also initially thought that this was kind of like Chestnut Springs, I think, is the cowboy series, cowboy romance series. And this one isn't cowboy themed, it's single dad themed, and they're so big. I mean, this one is, I guess, the same size. But I like cowboy romances that are the length of Lila Sage's books. Like one day, easy read, not much going on. Well, there is a lot going on, but like it's very short and entertaining, and it's just a good one-day book. This I'm not gonna be able to read in one day. It took me 2 days to read chapter 1. Maybe this is also why I'm in a reading slump, because I keep picking up books that I'm not in the mood for. But yeah, I'm not DNFing this entirely. I'm just gonna put it down here on the couch table so it's like in my view, but not really. But yeah, I love this book so much. Good morning. We are at the dog park today. There's so many people here. It's only 9 a.m. I thought I would come here early and avoid the people, but they're all here. Well, by we, I mean you and me, not me and the dog, because I currently don't have a dog. But I am talking to people about getting a new dog, probably next spring, because I need to focus on uni for a bit, and I'll probably get a baby puppy, so I'll probably need some extra time for that, but I'm very excited. Anyways, so we are at the dog park because it's so nice and I want to read outside. It feels like a little bit like summer. I also brought, where is it? I brought chai in a little glass bottle because I am trying to not spend so much money on little random things, because that adds up. So we are saving probably $5.60 here. Anyways, I got to page 150, I believe. Yeah, pretty much exactly 150, and I love it so much. There is a little bit of a... Okay, to be honest, if I would have read the back, I would have thought, what the hell kind of book is that? Because that does not sound interesting to me at all, but it's really good. What I'm trying to say is, so far there's not really miscommunication going on, but they are... they don't really live very close to each other, and this is the first time where I actually see this making sense, because usually it's like, just get over it, move closer together and date, get over it. But here it actually is kind of impossible. I don't want to spoil too much, but this, I'm not frustrated with it, I get it, but I am frustrated because it just can't work. But also I don't know how we can make it work. We, as in I am a part of this book now. Anyways, we're gonna get to reading. This book is way too realistic for me. I am feeling so much with everybody involved in the book. Not only with, what are their names, Samantha and Xavier, with Samantha's whole family, just everybody. I am this much in. I only have a little bit left, about an hour, I think. No, 40 pages I've left. And I feel like this book, the reason why I like it so much is because it feels very realistic, and not like it's a happy-go-lucky romance book world. And I hate that it's so realistic because I just want a happy ending. But I mean, obviously, I hope we're gonna get it. But I'm not so sure. But I mean, obviously, because it is a romance book. But if there isn't one, I'm gonna be so pissed. But yeah, right now, don't really want to spoil it, but we just have one of those how could that ever happen moments. And I am on page 314. If you read the book, you will know what I'm talking about. I love it, but I also hate it at the same time because it is so realistic. And I also can't stop. I need to finish this right now. I promised my dad that I was gonna bring him ice cream in an hour. So I'll need to read kind of fast, but I don't want to stop. Why is she doing that to me? I hate this book, but I love it, but I hate it. Ugh. I had to take a little breather. Oh my god, the end ripped my heart apart, basically. I'm gonna have to give this book 5 stars because it made me feel every emotion possible. I hated a lot of it just because of the things that happened, or like the people and how they acted, not the main cast, but like other people, specifically Xavier's parents and owners of his patients, because there's a lot of bad people in this book, but I also liked it so much. The end, oh my god. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not even gonna mention any names, but you're in for a ride with this one. I do have to say, I thought that there was gonna be cameos of the books of that's why I'm looking there. I thought there was gonna be cameos of the other people / pets from the previous books in the series. There weren't any. The only thing that was mentioned was Nadia's cakes, like a cupcake shop, if I remember correctly. That played a part in one of the books, I think. I remembered that definitely. But yeah, I still liked it very, very much. This could be a standalone book, because I think with some of the others it does make sense to read them together, because it's more fun if you already know the people. Specifically, I think it was book 2 and 3 that were kind of connected a lot. All of them, I guess. But yeah, I still would recommend this so much. This has single-handedly cured my reading slump. I'm definitely gonna pick up another book. Not sure if I want it to be a horror book, because the weather this weekend is supposed to be really nice. So maybe I'll read something different. I already added... No, I haven't. Okay, so one sec. Remember this stamp that I made? Over a year ago, I think. I always stamp all of my favorite books with this. And this, obviously, is one of my new favorite books. I actually think that this series, the Part of Your World series, is one of the probably only romance series I would consider rereading, just because I liked all of the characters so much. Also, I did connect with Xavier, I don't really know. I connected with him more just because his struggles are things that I struggle with. I do really like Samantha and also the rest of her family, but I just didn't have as much in common with her as I have with him, I guess. So, but I still liked both of them. I really liked both of them. Anyways, so let's stamp this book. I usually always pick not the very first page, but the first page that has the title on it. And I'm just gonna open this. I'm gonna have to do this on the table because I don't want to mess it up. And there we go. Now it is a certified favorite. You can see a close-up here. It will, like the ink will spread a little bit, so that's why it looks slightly thin right now. Good morning. If I sound a little bit weird, I am a little bit sick because of my allergies, but I have decided I'm gonna be reading The Housemaid Part 2 today, because it's a thriller, but it's also gonna be super quick, and I've been putting off reading this for such a long time because I've heard mixed things and not everybody was loving it. And I also don't know how I feel about a thriller series that is about the same main character, unless it's like a detective or something, because that makes sense, like they solve multiple cases. But can one psychopath harm multiple people, and do I want to read about it? I'm not so sure. I also got this book in German because I got the first one in German because I didn't click and I didn't know that it was The Housemaid. I just thought it was a different book. But yeah, so this one in German is called She Can Hear You. The first one is If She Knew. I hate the titles. Why didn't they just leave it as The Housemaid? And I also got this, I guess it's kind of a special edition with the yellow sides. I don't know. I just got the one that I could find because I wanted to, I don't know. I don't even know why I got it. I think I got this because I saw that there's a third part coming out, or it is out. And so I figured I should probably read that one, but I don't think I'm gonna get the third one. So this book is once again about the housemaid. Her name is Millie. My late dog's name is Millie, and I just posted a pattern to Ravelry called the Millie top, so it kind of feels fitting. This sounds like it's pretty much the same setting as the first one because it says Millie finds a new job as a housemaid somewhere in New York. Everything seems perfect, but there's one room that she is not allowed to go into because her employer's wife is supposed to heal in there, but there's noises coming out of the room, so it's kind of giving The Housemaid and Verity combined, I guess. But I did like Verity. I didn't like The Housemaid all too much because I guess I did like it, but I think I had different expectations because everybody was hyping it up so much that I thought it was gonna be incredibly good, but it was just regular good. Anyways, so we're gonna be reading The Housemaid Part 2 today. And I remember I did read the first one within one day, and that was basically the only requirement for the book that I was gonna read today, that I will be able to finish it in one day. Because starting tomorrow, uni is picking back up, and today I'm taking a day off, so I have all day to read this book. The book is actually intriguing. The first sentence is, "Tonight I will be murdered." And yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. Thinking back, I don't even remember who the actual bad guy or bad woman was in the first part because it's been a while since I read it. But I also know that there is a movie coming out with Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried, I think. I just got confused because there's also a Verity movie coming out, and the main, like the ghostwriter from Verity is Dakota Johnson, and so now I just confused them, but I definitely want to watch both of those. 100-page update. I am almost a third through the book. It's intriguing. I like it very much. It gives me a very weird and eerie feeling, but in a good way. Like, I really like this book. I did not expect that. Millie's inner monologue is so interesting, and it's something that's kind of similar to my inner monologue if I were to walk through like a bad part of town, because she's always like very alert and she thinks she sees things, and she's right, I think. I don't really know, but I think she is. And I think it's very interesting so far. I have no idea who the actual bad person is gonna be. We're only a third in, and we just met, I'm guessing the family that she works for, there's gonna be like a good person and a bad person. But so far, we haven't really met them a bunch of times. I think she's been like working at their place only like a few times, like a couple weeks, I think. If this is set up similarly to the first book, then obviously it's gonna go down in like the last part of the book. But I'm very excited to see where this goes, because Millie also has a boyfriend now, and I'm not sure if he's really trustworthy because he seems like he trusts people too easily. So I'm thinking maybe he's hiding something too. But I don't really know. My detective skills are activated. Don't mind that I look like this right now. My face is burning from the allergies, but why was this so good? I think, well, I'm between a 4.5 and 5 stars, honestly. I just checked. I actually gave The Housemaid Part 1 4 stars, and I think I like this one better. The plot twists, no spoilers obviously, but the last chapter, oh my god, it was so good. I liked it a lot. And I really liked all of the twists, and I actually did not see anything coming. I did have suspicions about who the bad person was gonna be, but I was wrong. the whole time pretty much. I think I'll actually get myself the third part as well because I really like this one. I think now that I like thought about it for a minute, I'm gonna give this 5 stars because it was really good. It was addicting. I started this at like 10. It is 3 now. It took me 5 hours, but I didn't read the whole time, so like maybe 3 or 4 hours to read this whole book because I could not stop because I needed to know what was happening. That was really good. But yeah, overall I'm so happy that I decided to do this little reading vlog because both of these books were so good. I enjoyed them so much, and I think my reading slump is over because it is only 3 p.m. on a Sunday, so I do have more time to read and I'm motivated to read now. I'm gonna pick another book. I'm not gonna vlog because again I look like this and it's only getting worse. I could scratch my eyes out. But yeah, 5 stars for this one, 5 stars for Say You'll Remember Me. Oh, that book made me so emotional. This one did not make me emotional. This one just gave me an eerie feeling and a few like gasps, but it was really good. I recommend this series. I actually listened to Ward D by Frida McFadden, and that was such a weird roller coaster of an audiobook. I didn't actually end up reading any of it. I just listened to the whole thing. I didn't really like it that much, and I think once again that The Housemaid might be overhyped, and I think it's not really good for the book to be overhyped. I think it would be good for it to have a little less hype and slightly lower expectations, because then it would be really, really good. But because I went into the mindset that The Housemaid Part 1 was gonna be the best book I'll ever read, I thought I was a little bit disappointed. But it actually is really good. I really like this. I just need to now figure out what book I want to read next in order to not get back into my reading slump. I know that I'm not gonna read Kingdom of Ash. I will not be continuing this book for a while. I do have, I think, 4 hours left on my audio subscription right now. Oh, I have actually 54 minutes. So I might actually listen to the last hour of Kingdom of Ash. And then I would already be almost halfway done. But I feel like this, like a 400-page book, is the perfect length. 980 pages should be illegal. I do not care to read a book that is 980 pages. She should have just split it up into 2 books or did a little bit less war strategizing, because I also do not care about that. Anyways, we're not talking about Throne of Glass. That will be a different reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed this little reading vlog adventure. I certainly did. I'm really happy that I picked up both of these books, and I'm very proud of myself for sticking with them and not putting them down after like the first chapter. But they were both kind of addicting and really good, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you hopefully quite soon in the next one.